They flew too high, too fast, too soon. The hidden aerial titans that reshaped aviation, but not history. The Cold War was a time when tensions between nations ran high, and the race to dominate the skies pushed aircraft technology to the limit. In the midst of this, a sleek cutting-edge bomber emerged, a machine designed to outrun and outmaneuver anything that dared to challenge it. This wasn't just another plane. This was the B-58 Hustler, a supersonic bomber built for the nuclear warfare. It soared through the sky at twice the speed of sound, carrying a payload of nuclear warheads that could devastate entire regions. But despite its groundbreaking design and performance, the Hustler's time in service was surprisingly short, lasting just a decade. Now, the B-58 Hustler wasn't the only experimental aircraft of its time. The 1950s were a period of bold ideas where engineers pushed the boundaries of what planes could do. From futuristic bombers to sea-based flying fortresses, these aircraft were designed for a world on the edge of conflict, but many never made it past testing. In today's episode, we're diving into these forgotten prototypes, planes that were ahead of their time, yet remain little more than fascinating footnotes in aviation history. Buckle up, because this is going to be a thrilling look at the experimental aircraft that could have changed the course of the Cold War. The B-58 Hustler, a bomber of the future. The B-58 Hustler didn't just join the fleet, it revolutionized it. This bomber wasn't just about raw power. It brought a new level of science to flying. Picture a plane that breaks the sound barrier twice over, zipping through the sky faster than any enemy had ever managed. That's the B-58 for you, flying at a staggering Mach 2.0. What made this possible was its unique design, featuring a sleek Coke bottle shape. This wasn't just for looks. This design sliced through the air with minimal resistance, thanks to something called the area rule principle, which helped keep drag at bay and let the Hustler reach those blazing speeds that turned air into an oven at temperatures up to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. But the Hustler was more than a speed demon. It was a technological marvel, needing three sharp minds to control it: a pilot, a radar navigator, and not to forget a gunner who managed a tail gun while hurtling through the sky at supersonic speeds. Armed to the teeth, the B-58 carried 5 nuclear warheads, allowing it to target with a precision that made the older method of carpet bombing seem outdated. Despite its advanced capabilities and the sheer intimidation factor it brought into play, the Hustler's career was startlingly brief. It soared through a mere decade of service, a fleeting glimpse of what the future of warfare could have looked like, from concept to reality, transitioning from concept to disguise. The journey of the B-58 Hustler is a tale of resilience and innovation, born from the ashes of World War II. In the wake of the war, Convair was handed the formidable task of designing a new strategic bomber. This assignment gave birth to the Gabo in 1946, a design that would eventually evolve into the B-58. The initial Gabo concept was audacious. Envisioned as a parasite aircraft, it was meant to be carried aloft by larger bombers. Drawing on delta wing designs, a legacy of Nazi aeronautical research, it pushed the boundaries of what was technologically possible at the time. However, the path from blueprint to reality was anything but smooth. The original Gabo was ambitious, incorporating a massive bomb fuel pod designed for supersonic release. Yet the project stumbled under the weight of sky-high development costs and a series of technical snags, notably with a design that was too radical. It was a bomber that literally fell apart in the sky. Realizing the need for a more practical approach, Convair returned to the drawing board. After much iteration and refinement, they emerged with the MX-1626, a prototype with a cleaner, swept wing design that addressed the shortcomings of its predecessors. This sleeker, more stable prototype paved the way for what would become the iconic B-58 Hustler, marrying the lessons of the past with the possibilities of the future. The birth of the Hustler. The B-58 Hustler truly started to take shape when Convair made a game-changing breakthrough. In-flight refueling, this technological leap enabled the bomber to extend its range dramatically, opening new possibilities for its design and deployment. By 1952, this innovation helped secure the military's approval for the B-58 program, marking a pivotal moment in the aircraft's journey from the drawing board to the skies. Equipped with 4 powerful underslung engines and cutting-edge hydrogen bombs, the B-58 was designed to fly at breathtaking speeds, reaching Mach 2. However, this supersonic jet was not without its teething problems. Initial engine issues caused significant delays in its first flight, casting a shadow of doubt among some military strategists. They questioned its suitability for long-range missions, given the high demands of strategic bombing campaigns. This skepticism within the military underscored the challenges that lay ahead, improving the B-58's value as more than just a technological marvel, but a functional asset in the U.S. Air Force's arsenal. Record-breaking, but risky. Despite the hurdles it faced, the B-58 Hustler left its mark in the annals of aviation with its record-shattering speeds. One of its most notable feats was a blistering round trip from New York to Los Angeles in 1957, clocking in at just 4 hours and 41 minutes, a testament to its breathtaking capabilities. But the B-58's need for speed came with high stakes. Out of 116 aircraft produced, 26 were lost in testing and on duty, revealing a stark attrition rate of 22%. This alarming figure highlighted the inherent risks and complexities of operating such a high-performance aircraft. As the 1960s rolled in, the demands of aerial warfare evolved. The military now prioritized aircraft that could execute missions at low altitudes to slip under enemy radar. A strategic shift driven by the rise of sophisticated Soviet surface-to-air missiles. Unfortunately, the B-58 Hustler, with its voracious appetite for fuel and less than stellar performance at lower altitudes, found itself mismatched in this new age of stealth and efficiency. This misalignment, coupled with escalating operational costs and ongoing safety concerns, underscored the challenges the Hustler faced in adapting to the changing landscape of military needs. The Martin Seamaster, a sea-based bomber that never took off. While the Air Force soared into the future with the B-58 Hustler, the Navy was not to be outdone. They had their own ambitious project, the Martin P6M Seamaster. This experimental aircraft was designed to be a sea-based Leviathan, capable of nuclear strikes from the ocean's surface. Powering the Seamaster were 4 Pratt & Whitney J75P2 turbojet engines, propelling it to speeds of up to 686 miles per hour at an altitude of 20,000 feet. The Seamaster wasn't just fast, it was a floating fortress. It boasted a payload capacity of 30,000 pounds, equipped to carry a variety of destructive ordnance, including 2 colossal Mk-91 bombs, each weighing 3,500 pounds. Additionally, it was stocked with a diverse arsenal of mines, making it a formidable threat in any maritime conflict. One of the standout features of this flying boat was its innovative watertight rotary bomb bay. This unique mechanism enabled the Seamaster to deploy its deadly cargo swiftly and effectively, even while blazing through the skies at 600 miles per hour. Such capabilities positioned the Seamaster as a potent tool for rapid sea-based offensive operations. Testing turbulence. Despite its groundbreaking design and potential, the Martin P6M Seamaster encountered turbulent times during its development. The inaugural flight of the first prototype in 1955 ended in tragedy later that year. A critical malfunction in the horizontal stabilizer led to a devastating crash that claimed the lives of all 4 crew members on board. This was a harsh blow to the program. But it didn't stop there. Engineers went back to the drawing board, making necessary modifications in an effort to rectify the fatal flaws. Even with these adjustments, the challenges persisted. Another significant crash, coupled with escalating costs, ultimately sealed the Seamaster's fate. By 1959, the Navy made the difficult decision to cancel the program. Today, the remnants of the Seamaster can be found preserved in museums, serving as stark reminders of what could have been. These exhibits showcase the ambitious spirit and the high stakes of developing cutting-edge military technology during a time of intense global competition. As we look back on the tales of the B-58 Hustler and the Martin P6M Seamaster, we see more than just tales of technological trials and tribulations. These aircraft were audacious steps forward in aviation design during a period characterized by both intense innovation and international tension. Although neither aircraft managed to carve out a lasting place in military service, their bold designs and the lessons learned from their challenges helped to lay the groundwork for future aeronautical marvels, like the SR-71 Blackbird. These forgotten prototypes from the 1950s underscore a time when the limits of technology and daring were pushed in pursuit of military superiority. The stories of the B-58 and the Seamaster are not just about aircraft that didn't stand the test of time. They're about a relentless drive to innovate, a reflection of the era's spirit, and a reminder of the relentless human pursuit to expand the boundaries of what's possible in the sky. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into aviation history. Drop a comment below on which prototype we should cover next. And to watch the latest update on military technology, click here.